All right, everybody, we are back in Bandlab, and today we're going to be recording vocals. So first thing we need to do is just prepare for our session, and you're going to need headphones for this. It's very important that you record with headphones, and we'll get into why later. Now, once you got some headphones plugged into your phone, we're going to go ahead and prepare our session. So let's take a look at what we got here. We have our 808 kit, our xylophone, which is playing the melody, our electric piano, which is playing our chords, and we even doubled the 808 kit last time and turned it into Afro-Cuban percussion. So let's give it a listen and get in the groove. Now notice our beat ends after 4 bars. If we're going to be recording some vocals, we might need some more time to get in the groove, to think about our lyrics, to try different things. So the first thing I'm going to do to prepare our session is extend our beats. I'm going to click on a region and grab that little swirly marker there and drag it out all the way to the number 9. If I drag it out all the way to the number 9, then I'll have 8 full bars of music. And I'll do that with every instrument. Click and drag. Once I've done that, I'm going to turn on my session looper, which is the red bar at the top. I just click it to turn it on and click it to turn it off. To expand it, I'll click the side and drag it all the way out. And I'm going to go ahead and loop my whole entire beat. This will give me plenty of time to record a full 8 bars. And then it'll take me back to the beginning and start to overwrite anything so I can have a second try. This is a good way to set up your session to give yourself lots of room to play and to get in the groove to come up with some fire lyrics. All right, now that our session is ready, we're going to add our voice instrument. We'll click the plus sign, and right there it says voice/mic. This will allow us to record any sound, but today we'll focus on the voice. Now, as soon as we create the instrument, it opens up this view. Let me explain what's going on here. There's a few things to look at. First, you'll recognize the record button in the center at the bottom. If I click that, it'll start to record all the sound that's coming in through the phone's microphone. Because I'm wearing headphones, that means it's going to go through my microphone on my headphone set. Record. Now, if we're still within our microphone and we don't like what we recorded, we can actually use our undo button. One click on the undo button will get rid of it. And if I decide later that I was actually madly in love with that melody, I can just hit my redo button to bring it back. Now, once again, we're looking at a waveform here. And if you look at the bottom left, we have a green icon that shows a waveform. As long as that's green, we're going to see this view. We also have an auto pitch view and an effects view, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Now, staying within this view, there's still some more options. If I just want to hear everything that I recorded, I can hit the play button. If I want to record with a metronome, which is that clock-like sound that keeps us on time, I can turn it on too. If I have an instrument that I want to record, or I just want to make sure I'm singing the right notes, I can actually click my tuner right here. There's an inbuilt tuner, and you'll notice that when I start holding notes for long, it'll pick up the note. Now, when it's in the middle at 0, that means it's perfectly in tune. Anything to the left means below the pitch. Anything to the right means above the pitch. There's a few more buttons, so stay with me here. Over on the left-hand side, we have what's called input monitoring. This basically means that we'll not only hear the track playing back to us, but we'll also hear our voice going into the phone. So if I click it, you'll notice that now there's a double on my voice. There's 2 of me. So you're hearing my voice go into the phone, but you're also hearing the phone send that signal back to my headphones. So it's doubled now. If you like that effect, but you want it to be a little quieter, you can click your volume right here and reduce it or raise it. Here it is louder, and here it is getting softer. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for now. Now, I've spent enough time with this beat that I know what I want to record, so I'll just go ahead and hit my record button and give it a shot. Here we go. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. Whoever thought of that is a genius. Oh my gosh, Grammy. Now, even though my lyrics are fire, my voice is a little out of tune, so let's go over to our auto pitch now. Now here we have a knob that controls how much auto tune we're gonna have. Below that, it says key C major, A minor. For now, let's just leave that on there, and I'm going to show you the different effect when we go from light, medium to heavy. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Not much difference there, but let's turn it to heavy and you'll see that my notes are more consistently in tune. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. Whoever thought of that is a genius. When we correct all the notes in the voice and make them perfectly in tune, it sounds a little unnatural, and that's okay depending on what you're going for. Now let's talk about key. Dun dun dun! So to understand key, you need a little more musical knowledge than we've actually covered in these tutorials. But let me give you a quick tip. I'll close this and go back to my melody instrument. If your melody is made only using the white keys of the piano like mine is, then you're gonna be in C major or A minor. That is the key. Let me explain why. You see where it says C4 right there? No, look closer. Right there. That is the name of the note. Pianos are made in a way that all the white notes are notes from the C major scale. Now, A minor is like the evil twin brother of C major. It's the same exact notes, otherwise they look the same, but the sound is different because we start and end on A. So going back to our voice/mic, if we leave key as C major, A minor, our notes will always work because we only used white keys in our melody and our chords. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Now let's say I change it to something that doesn't work. You're gonna hear the difference pretty quickly. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. You can hear that the notes move more quickly, more aggressively, but they're not exactly sweet sounding. We can talk more about the different keys in the future because it requires a lot of explaining and actually a lot of practice to really get down. For now, let's move on to effects. We'll have whole videos dedicated to effects, but I really want to show you this because, well, it's pretty awesome. So when I click effects, what I first see is a whole bunch of presets that can work on my voice. Now, when I say presets, what I mean is a series of effects that are pre-organized to change the sound of my voice. So for example, if I click Scotty tone, you'll hear my voice will sound different. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. You can hear there's this echo effect and like I'm in a bigger room and it's very bright and clear sounding. If I click on those little dials, I'll see all the effects that are being used. And again, we'll talk about these more in another video, but just to show you, Scotty tone uses a noise gate effect, a de-esser effect, a TechLab BA2A compressor effect, a graphic EQ, Dimension B. Well, you get the picture. It's a lot of preset effects organized into one distinct sound. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you a few of these so you get an idea of how much is really possible with Bandlab. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. You can really see that each of these has a distinct sound and really changes the emotional effect of my voice. Like I said, we'll get more into effects in another video. So for now, I just want to show you that the basic functionality of the session view works exactly the same on the voice/mic. I really like this idea I came up with, but it's only the first 4 bars. You can see that starting in bar 5, it's pretty much dead quiet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shorten this by clicking it and dragging it to bar 5. And then I can click it again and this time loop it. Look at that. And now it takes up the entire space of 8 bars. So it'll play not just once, but 2 times, much in the same way that my melody plays not just once through, but twice through. Before we finish up, I think I'll just record 1 track of ad-libs. That's those little background voices that jump in and out to make things a little more exciting. So let's give it a try. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. Whoever thought of that is a genius. You're a genius. I'll go ahead and stop it there and give it another loop. You'll notice I had to edit this one and loop it a little bit differently to make sure that I didn't cut out the end of my ad lib right there. Let me go ahead, auto pitch it. C major, A minor, go to effects, and I'll pick a different effect this time. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. It's a little loud, so I'll lower it down. And I think we're ready to go. All right, everyone, grab a pencil, a paper, some headphones, and start working on your next hit song. DJ, let's ride this one out. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly in a sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. Whoever thought of that is a genius. Peanut butter and jelly.